What's up, everybody? Welcome back to LightSource Engraving. I am wearing a shirt with a stain on it because I've been working. That's just the way it is. And I'm also your host, Patrick, as usual. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today, we have a little project on the laserMATIC. I'm using the laserMATIC Mark II 30 watt, and what we will be doing is adding some shading to a stainless steel tumbler with no marking spray. We will get 3 different shades, and I will be providing this graphic at no cost to you. So just pay attention to the video and you will find a coupon code to go to my website and download this for free. But there you can see the 3 shades. And that's it. So first, let me show you what I've done to the hardware to get it set up to engrave this tumbler. All right, folks, we're over here at the laserMATIC, and what I want to show you is that I've dropped the bottom out of the laserMATIC, and see this support piece over here on this side of the laserMATIC, this short one, and then you have the long one on either side. I have removed the one out of the front because I have designed this simple little 3D printed piece that I will drop down onto this plate and screw in, and I will use that to index the rotary. Let me show you how this works. So I dropped the bottom out because I needed some additional depth to fit the tumbler underneath the laser. And now I'm using my XY table just to raise it back up so that I don't have to put the extension on the laser module to drop it even further. So this little plate that I printed basically sits right here. And what I do is I'll push my XY table up close to it, or touching it, it doesn't matter. And then I move the rotary right up against this plate. And then that lets me know that I am parallel to the gantry. So it is nice and straight. So there's no guesswork involved. It was a real simple print, a few cents in plastic, and perfectly indexed. And I'll be happy to give you this file as well if you want to try this out for yourself. So I'll just bundle it up with the LightBurn file that you will use for the engraving. Then all you have to do is adjust this rotary where you want it, right and left, because it's already indexed. Okay, so that's the hardware out of the way. Now let's go over to LightBurn. Okay, we're in LightBurn now, and I have the file that you're going to get just centered in the workspace. What I've done is turned on the enable rotary, and then I've set my origin up so that the job will start from the current position. So I just use the move buttons and move the laser head exactly where I want it to be. All right, so I have the graphic centered in the workspace. It doesn't really matter where it is because I have set my job origin to start from to current position. And then the origin of the job is in the center left. And what that's going to represent, when I click this tool path, right here at this green square, which is showing the origin, I'm going to line that up in the center of the tumbler, left and right, and in the center, up and down. Not the center, left and right. The center, up and down, and on the very left, left and right. That way, this job starts here, and when it frames, if I frame this toolpath, it will frame here at the left edge of the tumbler, and here at the right edge of the tumbler, which is actually the bottom. So it frames from top to bottom. it'll start the job in the center of the tumbler and then spin around to run the whole thing. So what I have here are 3 shades programmed in. You'll get this file. There's no need to write it down. You can take a look at it later. But I have a red, which represents the pretty close I got to red. A white, which gives it a silver shade, and a blue, which is the darker shade. So then I have the 3 stars and the stripes, and then the other graphics there, as you saw on the tumbler earlier. And that's pretty much all there is to setting it up in LightBurn. If you have your stepper motors locked, just use your jog arrows to move it to the position that you want the laser to be in. And let me go ahead and switch back over to the laser, and I will install the tumbler onto the rotary and get it positioned and ready to start the job. Everyone will have their own different methods for how they install their tumbler onto their rotary. What I'm going to do is use the edges of the jaws of the chuck to hold the rotor, to hold the tumbler so that it's held from the inside. Then what I do is get it mostly snug. Then I just kind of twist the cup and check with my finger to make sure each jaw is in the same position. Like here, I missed one. This one's in a little too far. But I just position them right at the edge. So that one's where it needs to be. That one's where it needs to be. And that one's where it needs to be. So now that they're all in the same position, I will tighten this down. Or tighten it out, I should say. And that should do it. Now, I'll take the level, put it in the center of the tumbler, and raise that up to level, and then lock the rotary in place. Thumb screws on both sides. And there we go. That is ready to roll. Now let's turn it on and get everything lined up. I do have my steppers locked, so as you can see, I cannot move the gantry. So I just need to come over here to the move console. With a move tab, not console, sorry. And just get the nozzle lined up with the edge of the tumbler, and then get the arrow on the side lined up with the center of the tumbler. And I need to go back just a little bit. I'm going to change my move distance to 5 millimeters, and then move that back. That looks perfectly centered. Now that I'm centered, I'm going to grab that toolpath and hit the frame button. And I can see that one part of this tumbler has shifted, and it's not evenly on the rotary now. So let me just shift that back, and I'll hit the frame again, then I can watch it spin, and we'll see if it's mostly let's see, there's one that's shifted a fair amount. I think it was this one. And then because our rotary is indexed, if we need to move it left to right, we can do that. Just slide it up against that plate. Now let's frame again. All right, that looks like it's much better lined up. It is turning fairly straight. So at this point, you're really ready to start the job. Now, if we head back into LightBurn, the laserMATIC comes with a device file that has a rotary setup in it. But in case you've lost that, let's just go and look at it real quick. It is set up as chuck. It's enabled. It's not mirrored. It is the Z-axis, 96 millimeters per rotation. Then you put your object diameter in, and then it calculates the circumference. So this is an 88 millimeter diameter tumbler where it is attached to the rotary. And that's it. We're going to run this job. I've looked at running it with the layers set as fill groups together, fill individually and all at once, and fill shapes all at once is the quickest. So I do want to make sure I have fill shapes all at once set for each layer. Then I'm going to preview that. Oops. Grab them all. And I will preview that. And I'm getting 1 hour, 57 minutes. Now that everything's grouped together. But that's good enough. We can get ready and run this job, and then you guys can download the file. I'll run the job. We'll see how this one turns out compared to the one I showed previously. And then I'll give you the coupon code. One thing I do want to mention, this technique is done with a diode that you're able to adjust the frequency. So it has to have that feature enabled in the firmware. And I will refer you to my video on macros to show you how to set up a macro to enable normal engraving or steel engraving on your laserMATIC or any other diode laser that it is capable. But basically in the console you type $28 equals 1000 to set your frequency to 1000 for your diode, and that will enable it to mark stainless steel. And then to set it back to the normal frequency, it is $28 equals 10,000. And I just have macro set up, so I can just click steel or I can click normal engrave, either one. Link to that video will be in the description. All right, we are framed up and looking good. So let's go ahead and run this job. And we'll be done in about 2 hours.
Watching the lines as they dance and glow. Lasers at work, putting on a show. Every pulse, every move, precision's the key. But oh, the wait, it's eternity. Tick tock, the laser hums as we wait for the masterpiece to come. Hold on tight, it won't be long. This artwork's worth the wait, stay strong. Lines and curves, they twist and turn. Each second ticks as the lasers burn. Patience is the game, the reward is in sight. The final reveal will be pure delight. Watching the lines as they dance and glow. Lasers at work, putting on a show. Every pulse, every move, precision's the key. But oh, the wait, it's eternity. Tick tock, the laser hums as we wait for the masterpiece to come. Hold on tight, it won't be long. This artwork's worth the wait, stay strong. Lines and curves, they twist and turn. Each second ticks as the lasers burn. Patience is the game, the reward is in sight. The final reveal will be pure delight. Every detail, every cut, precise and clean. Soon you'll see the best you've ever seen. Hang in there, it's almost done, and then you'll see the magic spun. Tick tock, it's nearly time for the final frame, the perfect line. Lasers work, now it's complete. Patience paid off, take a seat. The spot where the lasers ignite, light source engraving where we shine so bright, cutting through the dark, precision in sight, crafting with style, making it right. Light up the scene with every beam, engraving dreams is more than it seems. Watch that spark, feel the gleam, light source where we chase that dream. From wood to glass, we hit the mark. Every project starts with a little spark. Design so clean, we leave a stamp. Creativity burns like a laser lamp. Light up the scene with every beam, engraving dreams is more than it seems. Watch that spark, feel the gleam, light source where we chase that dream. Light up the scene with every beam, engraving dreams, it's more than it seems. Watch that spark, feel the gleam, light source where we chase that dream. From wood to glass, we hit the mark. Every project starts with a little spark. Design so clean, we leave a stamp. Creativity burns like a laser lamp.
All right, we have our tumbler that is fresh off the rotary. And we do get 3 different shades out of it. Gives it a really nice look. So this file will give you some starter settings that you can use to dial in and adjust your shading as needed for your particular laser. And then here is the previous one that I showed at the beginning of the video. So both of them turn out identical. So it is definitely consistent engrave with the laserMATIC. So you would be able to batch these out and have them all come out looking the same. So that is definitely a good thing. The coupon code is tumbler, TUMBLER, tumbler. Use that. Click the link in the description for the LightBurn file. That'll take you to my website. You don't have to register an account. You can check out as a guest, but use the coupon tumbler and you will be able to download that file for free and start making these on your laserMATIC, or just use those settings and use any graphic you want with the laserMATIC. Thank you, patrons, for your support, and channel members for your support, allowing me to buy testing material like these tumblers. These are great tumblers for engraving. They're made by EcoMoz. I will put a link to those in the description as well, where you can pick up these tumblers. They're really a good price, like around $6 or less a piece. You can get them in a pack of 12, and they do a really nice job. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching and sticking around to the end. I appreciate you. And most importantly, folks, like, subscribe, and share. No. Most importantly, folks, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.